Looks like we have a short to check out before we head into episode 27.
Come on, lads, we've almost cleared it. Enemy contact, left flank. Come on, drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
Are they actually playing Call of Duty?
Call of Duty!
Yeah, there it is. Continuation from the last episode.
Attention, you languid bastards! This is your prime navigator speaking.
God. Every single time he makes that throne noise, it just makes me think of The Grudge, or Ju-on, depending on whichever version you watched.
On behalf of the only one working on this ship, me, I'd like to welcome you aboard the Hell Ride Without a Paddle.
Are you okay?
I'd like to enter the Immaterium now, without a Geller field, have fun.
Oh, that's, yeah, that's not gonna be great. The Geller field is what protects the ship during travel through the Immaterium.
Looks like we have trouble.
What now?
Yeah, no kidding.
Not to worry, companion.
I worry a lot.
Don't!
The ship vanished.
This is just a minor time anomaly. Perfectly normal.
Warp traveling without a Geller field isn't
Where are
normal.
we?
As
What's
I
going
said,
on?
Don't worry about it. We'll only be here for a few seconds.
Considering how long the short is, I doubt it.
Do not waste my time.
Shut it, meat baby!
Don't you yell at him. He's very anxious and he's right. It's been 8 seconds now. Why isn't anything happening?
Well, it'll be a few seconds real time. I thought that went without saying.
We should not be here.
Now, we can't be sure how long these seconds will be to our warped perception. What? But it shouldn't be much longer than a day in
See what you did there.
time. To
Very
us,
funny.
considering our ages, that's like a trip to the Cornostorium.
Indrik, Apollo, I'm sure you've heard
Corner
stories of
Storium.
Imperial Navy vessels showing up weeks or even years after entering the warp.
Yes, we have.
That's the
Yeah.
situation we're stuck in thanks to Father Magnus. You can thank him.
You!
Oh my god. I'm not taking
the
it from
Ultramarine
you,
box.
child. Into the timeout box you go.
You have no honor!
Come on, we're already on timeout. No need to get the box involved.
Nevertheless, we should be fine waiting here as long as the warp doesn't produce any odd hallucinations to mess with our cognition. Oh
And
god, what
cue
is
the
that?
hallucinations. It's a crocodile. Huh?
That would be a reptilian creature known as a
Crikey!
No, but close?
It's a
Oh wait, wasn't there a whole thing where Magnus's accent was like switching between Australian or English? I forget which one it was meant to be, but I feel like we kind of stuck to English.
Crotolid. Oh, look at
Crotolid.
the size of that beaut. He's
Look at the
positively
size.
massive.
Why are you talking like that?
You see, companion, these are ambush predators. Using their massive stick knife teeth, they tear into flesh of anything they come across.
Like those from ancient...
Okay, I mean, now I understand why we have parentheses apologies to the nation of Australia.
Terror?
Yeah, but these here buggers can warp travel!
Oh, hot damn. They just warp travel straight into you
Not
and
sure
bite you?
what worries me more, you or the warp-traveling crocodile.
These snappy little demon blighters happen to migrate through the Immaterium
I'm
once
sure
their food
he can
supplies
handle
run
himself.
short. They relocate all across the galaxy through arcane means unknown to all. Any warp walker worth their salt
Also,
has
is this
seen a
actual
specimen
lore?
before. Ah, crikey,
Ooh, yikes.
companion, this cute little Sheila has a real attitude.
Is this a bit?
Yeah,
These
yes it
crops
is.
are predators without compare. They got jaws that can bite and stories clean in two if you let them.
Really?
Are you sure you should be getting up close to one of them?
Just stick your head in there.
Oh.
Ooh.
And Bob's your uncle, it's got you good.
Are you?
Bob's not my uncle.
Alright?
Don't worry, companion, I'm a trained professional.
I don't believe that. At all.
It's not about believing, mate. It's about seeing. And I can't see anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's only migrating.
In massive packs, correctamundo.
So there should be more. Yeah, there they are.
Oh.
What are they making?
Don't worry,
This sounds.
companion, I've got a solution.
What the?
Save these cults with the power of me old didgeridoo!
Of course, the didgeridoo. We've seen that before.
There's no time,
Where Magnus
companion.
is playing
You
it.
gotta serve these junkies before they come at you like a ton of bricks. Or be flush with a waving teeth like high tide at Bondi Beach.
These aren't
I
words.
tied at Bondi Beach?
Alright, fine.
What does that have to do with teeth? And Kitten knows how to play a didgeridoo? Oh.
It's working?
Yes. Oh my god. I was trying to listen in to see what exactly were you playing. What are we going for here? Of course, it's Megalovania. It always is. Speaking of, Survey and I did actually have plans to play Undertale. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. Although, when I think about it, it probably would be best to do that as like a let's play instead of a stream. From what I've heard, so many streamers have got to just drop the game because of how toxic or backseaty chat can be. Maybe someday we'll get around to it.
Be careful. The sound of my didgeridoo donut of the damned has been known to attract an even fouler creature of the war.
What are we going for
the
now?
lost souls of one of the Imperium's most apeshit trongos.
Chaos Space Marines?
Gamers.
Worse.
Gamers.
The Mega
The
Rat
what?
Meat.
What the frick?
What? What?
Oh, was that all inside a
Here we
kitten's
are.
head?
See? Told you it'd only take a few seconds.
But your head, the didgeridoo?
What in the world are you prattling on about now?
I'm just going to lie down for a bit. Been a day and all.
Go do that, companion. I'll stay here and make sure the ship returns to Terra with all haste.
Hey, at least we made it back in one piece.
Brother, I am pinned here.
Brother, I am pinned here. It makes me think of a particular image of a poor miniature attempting to hold up some bouncy booba. Obviously, I can't show it here, but oh, it's such a good line.
Okay.
Force Commander, it is us now. Damn.
I just realized, yeah, that there was somebody credited for the lore of Australia.
Crash Bandicoot.
I don't... What do you even say to these endings?
We're actually back on Terra?
We're actually,
actually
back
made
on
it.
Terra.
We're actually back on Terra!
How absolutely golden.
Yes!
Oh, of course.
Oh, you can't imagine how much I've missed gold!
Are you gonna get a recolor here?
Finally!
Or are you gonna stay silver?
We haven't been gone for that long, you know.
What? We've been gone long enough to fit in a stale road trip, a failed attempt at breaking an entry, a fratricide, and the procuring of Corvus Corax's eternal animosity.
I don't find any enjoyment in you putting it like that.
We've been meandering like a quarter-charge powerlifter in a dumpy warehouse. We have definitely been gone for that long, Magnus.
Vulcan almost broke my spine!
I'm a bloody spine, you golden tosser!
Fuck you, Lehman! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
Nuts to Lehman. You've got two other brothers to worry about.
Your weakness shows.
Oh, come on! It's not like I killed.
Okay, so these are characters from Dawn of War, right? I would assume all of the lines that they've taken, well, some are probably edited, but a lot of them are just straight from the game, is my assumption there. Apologies if these are characters that I've already met. I have yet to remember all of their names.
Killed Vulcan. He is unkillable, lest you forget.
What
Yeah.
makes you so sure he still is?
I could sense his regeneration as keenly as my ever-present back pain. He's very much alive, I'm sure of it.
He's out there
What?
on his
you
own
thought
road
some
trip.
figure had gone and stabbed the perpetuality out of him or something?
And what if I did? The saying goes, only a Primarch can kill a Primarch, lest you forget.
Really?
Conrad Kurz
Is that a
was
saying?
assassinated by a mortal.
What? That's entirely irrelevant. Why would you even mention that?
Because it's true.
I don't care if it's true. It's not relevant.
How did Conrad
Being
Kurz go
right
out?
is always relevant.
No, you're completely missing my
You
point.
don't have a point
Yes!
to make.
Yes, I bloody well do!
No, you bloody well
I
don't.
say...
Stop that fight!
Look. Shut up. I, Magnus, am right.
No!
You, companion, are wrong.
No.
And I will now proceed to inform you as to why.
No!
Vulcan still has his overpowered regenerative abilities. Thus, not even a fellow Primarch can kill him.
No.
Not me, not Russ,
No.
not Angron,
Vulcan
and
never
not Conrad
dies.
Kurz.
Vulcan
And he
lives.
tried really,
Always will.
really hard.
No.
With a fork.
No!
In the case of every other Primarch, as far as we know, all of them can be killed by conventional means.
No.
Would you make me a sandwich?
Yes.
Like being assassinated. By, say, an assassin. So there, I have obliterated your foundation.
I mean, to be fair, wait, was it the assassins from the Imperium? There are probably assassins trained by that particular, don't even know what to call it. I forget their names. I think the only time that was ever mentioned was way back when I learned about 40k in Bricky's video. But there are probably assassins trained by them that get turned to Chaos. And if not, well, Chaos has their own assassins too. They're pretty gnarly with like how OP they can be. And even catching a Primarch by surprise is probably enough. Granted, that's likely going to be difficult, but still possible. Maybe.
I am right. You can get off my bright red ass.
Oh no, my meager jerkin of legitimate concern is absolutely obliterated by your great stonking nitpick cannon.
I'd personally call it an intellectual inferno cannon.
Righty-ho! Use the scribbling Armageddon then. Hey, Magnus! As the assassin laid into him, Comrade Kurz could have chowed down on some Primarch cyanide.
What?
Mate, how's it feel?
How am I debunked? Where in the
What?
world would he find Primarch cyanide?
Wait.
Some Factorum milking Noctis juices out of blood rubbish gene seed.
What, deep in
Oh
the kinky
god,
underbelly
I don't want to
of
think of
Mars?
that.
I was gonna say the phalanx from Mars works too.
Flying bionic fetuses were the Motion Mechanicus' idea for nice window dressing, so I suppose it makes sense.
The entire planet is one big
Fair.
cargo sail.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Mars and boot sales, first off, are we cool now?
Yes.
Alright, great. So, I know we only just returned to Terra, but could you run, let's
An errand?
call it an errand for
Yep.
me? A final one?
No.
I don't like the sound of a final one.
What?
I can only handle so much slapstick in a century, Magnus. I have a palace to keep. Be seeing you.
I haven't even told you the plan yet!
I don't give a shit!
Departing now.
But, companion, we're going to revive Father!
Nani?
Seems like got your attention.
What is it you want me to do? Tell me immediately.
You're not mad anymore?
Yes.
Yes, you're mad. Or
Of
yes,
course,
you're not
it's their entire goal.
mad? Okay.
Although you're probably lying.
I have a plan. One final plan. A plan that shall see the Imperium of 12,000 years ago rise from the carcass that remains. Free from corruption,
I don't know if I want to trust
bureaucracy,
this.
and booinged baby meat.
This is my office, you know.
Companion, have you ever heard of the Proteus Protocol?
Only briefly.
The Proteus Protocol.
It's a form of
I have
technology,
not.
Correct.
Oh yes, a mythical one at that. The Proteus Protocol allows for the engrammatic knowledge, personality, will, and memory of any given individual to be transferred into a new body.
Is this some Dark Age of technology stuff?
With it, we could revive Father through a swift and painless mind transplantation. Without him even realizing, we would grant him new flesh, saving him from the Golden Throne, ridding him of his pain and irrationality, bringing him back to the fore of the Imperium where he can actually do some good.
Well, here's a question. If this actually does happen, would he still be a perpetual? The Emperor, I mean? Because wouldn't he just be in a new body? I don't know if the body is important to being a perpetual, if it's more of a soul kind of thing. Or if, transferring the Emperor into a new body is even possible in the first place. Like, theoretically speaking, even if this device does work, would it work on a perpetual? Somebody created through the means that were quite different from any other biological being. If so, and this is Magnus's plan to put him into a mortal body, then wouldn't the plan just be to put him in that and then kill him? Because I can't imagine Magnus just wanting the best for his father. I mean, he's kind of hung out with us and we've kind of used him, and I guess there has been a little bit of redemption, but he's still Magnus. He's still corrupted by chaos, so I don't know.
Lifting mankind to a new age, an age of understanding. All this thanks to me and you.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Magnus.
You were kind of
but
there.
I'm doubting the veracity of your ambitions.
Yeah, me
Is there
too.
anything about this protocol you haven't mentioned?
Right?
Well,
Okay, yeah, there is.
technology is forbidden by Imperial law, but according to intelligence stripping down the heretical grapevine,
Heretical
the Dark Mechanicum
grapevine.
and its myriad of progressive cults.
You mean a technical?
That's one way to say
Yeah,
it.
those guys.
Pretty much. Oh my god.
They claim the knowledge behind the Proteus protocol is stored in secret data vaults in the depths of Mars itself.
A Chaos Worshipper being a trustworthy source of information is about as probable as their living quarters being tidy.
Stop being
Fair.
fussy for just a moment, because here comes the clincher. Based on information extracted from some highly classified Mechanicus intel I dug up after we saved the High Lords, it turns out the Fabricator General himself is making
Oh man, that was so funny. When we went in there to eliminate them, and it turns out that we took out the fakes. Like, Magnus's luck stat must be incredibly, impossibly low.
use of this technology to avoid death.
The Fabricator General? Wow, I always did think it was a bit weird that he kept popping back up after inexplicably exploding.
Indeed, he is holding on to this technology to rule the Mechanicus eternally. It is corruption at its most quintessential.
So your plan is for us to travel to Mars and blackmail the Fabricator General. Not as harebrained as every other one of your plans so far. When shall we leave?
Oh, no, I won't be going. You'll be going on your own.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
Look, I need to go check in with Father. For better or for worse, I have to inform him of the Vulcan and Korax situation.
Like,
Yeah, they're doing their own spin-off.
truth?
No. I'll tell him we were going to Nocturne to check out that whole artifacts ritual had come to pass, and that it totally kind of did, except not really, and of course that Vulcan accidentally died in an accident when...
I wonder if us going to Mars here is going to result in some sort of run-in with, I think it was called the Void Dragon, which was a Catan shard that is kind of embedded inside of Mars. This feels like we might want to incorporate that into the TTS lore.
we were there, and also that Corvus Corax was present and is now blaming us for Vulcan's demise.
That's close enough to the truth to confuse me as to why you won't just tell the truth.
Because I am not telling that shrieking skeleton in a bag that we are trying to fix the Imperium in his stead. Simple as.
Fair. I'm sure he'll be content enough to hear the two other Primarchs re-entering the fold.
As content as a prisoner being passed a rasp.
Nevertheless, if I'll be one to travel to Mars, off-planet, on a political mission, a mission into the depths of Mars itself, a mission where my body tissue is at risk of turning into premiums for sentient slot machines, I will need to bring some choice allies.
Time to institute a healthy bonding experience.
No!
Who are we bringing? Army building. Okay.
Alright, I will need to
Oh,
get
we
a
have
bunch
an
of different
actual
news
RV
to
sheet?
work. First, I'll get a squad
Get
of...
bikes.
No, I don't need bikes.
Not taking bikes is a mistake.
We do not need bikes for this mission.
You always need bikes.
We do not need bikes, we need politicians.
Why not politicians on bikes?
Bikes would make arguing policy any easier.
Honestly, anything on bikes just makes it infinitely better. Like, while I loved playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For the short stint that I did actually enjoy playing the game, the only anime season that really interested me was 5Ds because they were playing card games on motorcycles. And it was epic.
You're arguing with the Adeptus Mechanicus. It literally will.
No bikes! I should be starting off with a squad of warriors from the emissaries Imperatus Shield Coast, the Heralds of the Golden Throne. They
A
are
different
particularly
chapter?
well-read diplomats, having mastered the subtle art of the guilt trip.
The guilt trip?
I thought we were going to discuss the Emperor's affinity with barbecue sauce today, but okay, sorry. My mistake.
Hammurabi Umver! Could I have a word?
Robbie.
Captain General! You do not visit very often. What brings you here?
Okay, no, not a chapter. A particular section of the custodies?
My warriors are always at your command, Captain General. Don't worry about me, I can just stay here.
You're coming too.
That is so generous of you.
That's all good, but this mission might need you to excavate the datascapes of ancient Mars, companion. You'd better bring some custodians specialized in digging holes.
I don't exactly have any iron
Suppose
warriors
so.
available,
Ha! That's about digs holes again.
but I might have something else. The Shadowkeeper's Shield Coast.
What is...
They are specialized in safekeeping the secrets buried beneath the Imperial Palace. They guard vaults containing ancient dark tech abominations too dangerous to even comprehend. A perfect match for this mission.
What was that? I just saw a glimpse of it. That did not look human. Fish? Oh my god. It's one of those talking fish that you put on your wall. It's a dark age of technology tech. It's too dangerous.
Slightly uncomfortable.
No. There goes the guardsman again.
Captain General,
Ah, Lock Warden.
have you again come to the palace's underbelly to bewail your crushed heart?
What?
You know you cannot keep doing this.
No! No!
What? What is this lore?
Lock Warden.
And we're here for you, Captain General.
Stop!
We're here for you.
Not canon.
But sometimes a breakup is a blessing.
Wait, was this the breakup with the Tau warrior? I think it was, right? I forget what their name was. Was it Shadow Sun? Something like that? Poor kitten, man. He just wanted to be loved.
Disguise.
Shut up and get in fucking line, Lock Warden.
So, politicians and hole diggers. Just need some super anthrax and we got ourselves a hit job.
I am also going to need some transports.
Bikes.
Bikes are not transports.
They, by definition, are.
They aren't by classification. But Coronus grab carriers sure are. One of those should be enough.
If the pontoons on that thing were protruding upwards, it looked like a big boy sausage mobile.
Oh
Besides that, I'll
my.
need tech priests, servitors, and other menials capable of extracting the protocol from the data vaults.
Shouldn't be an issue. This palace is
There's
like
plenty.
a thick brush of technophiles and mechadendrites.
I
Yeah.
might also require some brawn. The datascapes of Mars contain many a mechanical spectre, so coming armed would be wise.
You should bring a dreadnought.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, not a bad idea.
Yeah!
Brother Sturto, Brother Dacia, I am in need of your assistance. Really? Really? Come on, lads, you just woke up. Isn't 500 years enough? I need brawn! Brawn!
Are these the dreadnoughts in question? They look a lot different from the ones that we saw in Space Marine 2, but I suppose these might be like special Custodes ones, or like specific dreadnoughts that guard the Imperial Palace.
Did somebody say wrong?
Oh my god. It's been a while.
Brother Centaures,
Centaures.
it is your Captain General, yes?
little kitten. It is good to hear your voice.
I hadn't realized you were awake, Santonis.
My master.
So, I think this is a reference to... Was it the first Pillarman that woke up in part 2? I think his name was Santana or something like that, in reference to the band, obviously. But he was quickly defeated until, of course, you know, we learned about there was 3 more Pillarmen. It was a shame that he died so quickly, but, you know, it was kind of cool. Unfortunately, not as cool as Joseph, though. Still my favorite JoJo's part, not gonna lie. Master awakened.
Would you like to go on a mission?
Finally, my thermic reactor is pulsating with excitement.
TMI.
Yes, my tongues must be oily. And my locks shall be high.
Yeah, go wash up in the dread shower.
The dread shower.
My host has been amassed, and we are ready to leave.
That is a pretty sizable army. Wait, also a
Why
washing
aren't all of them
machine.
naked?
What?
I'm sorry to report, but not every custodian stopped using their armor.
It's only those 3.
That's disappointing.
What? Wait. Okay, you're not gonna sneak this past me. Everyone's reaction to the 8th edition Custodes Codex. Oh no! What happened in 8th edition?
Agreed. Despondent failures, all of you.
The emissaries would have stripped if anyone had bothered to tell us to, but no one had the time to do that, apparently.
Look, let's be real. Wearing slick, black, gold-trimmed Alaris Terminator armor is just as erogenous as wearing...
So that's what you guys are wearing. Terminator armor.
You honor us, Venerable One.
Humongous Terminator daddies.
Never applied that.
Oh man. Considering what dreadnoughts are, and they're like basically the soul of honorable warriors who continue to fight for the Imperium even after death, then yeah, it makes sense that there's a lot of respect held towards them. And I mean, dreadnoughts probably saved so many Space Marine lives. Let's be real here.
Inflection to the word daddy again.
So,
Ogrins.
while they stopped preparing, I was considering donning my Captain General's garb to finally escape from this drab, silvery purgatory. But that might take a few extra hours because...
Oh, the Zawa, the
honestly,
washing machines are here.
2 sizes bigger than me, so it's a bit of a struggle to crawl into, just so you're aware.
No! There is no time to be lost. I'll help you out.
Please, no.
Why was there a voice underneath that?
What was she
Oh my
thinking?
god. What was she thinking? What? What do you mean?
This was incredibly unnecessary.
Little kitten, you must swap more frequently.
And no need of constructive criticism.
No more useless quibbling Armageddon, companion. Less time playing dress up as
Skipped
more
out
time
on a few
spent
leg days and
necromancing
bro
fun.
noticed.
Terror's sake, part of my armor is still silvery. Did you do that on purpose?
No, that's just the malignant powers of Zinch roiling in whatever you wear.
What?
No worries, leave the armor in a tub of simple green overnight and it should be fine.
Oh, brilliant. That's our preferred degreasing brand anyhow. Oil spills are far too abundant in this palace.
There is passive aggression in the air.
It's not as passive as you'd like to believe, Santonis.
Like so much body oil.
Also, what is up with these feathers?
I surmised that keeping in contact with you might be wise.
Oh, so
I ripped
that's
off
a part of...
my being
Yeah,
and
I
attached
didn't
it
even
to your
notice.
armor.
Okay.
Those feathers contain a small fragment of my psyche. Mini Magnus, come forth! I'm cursed!
That is
Whenever you are
cursed.
finished on Mars, just call upon Mini Magnus. He acts as a direct link from me to you, wherever we might be. Whenever you need teleporting back,
Isn't that
just
lovely?
speak to the feathers and I shall hear you.
Understood.
It's kind of romantic in a way.
Then, if everyone is ready, send us to Mars.
Whip 'em good, companion.
Please send us to fucking Mars already! I want to
Who
crawl
is
on the
that?
dunes with my fingernails!
Okay. It's a little too enthusiastic.
Now that that's underway, off to sea, father.
Yeah, zap it.
Fuck no!
Yep. There it goes.
Imperials are so fucking nasty, I swear to the god.
Everybody is. I'll be real with you. This is 40K, man. If you're not nasty, you're not surviving.
You know when a body part falls asleep and it feels like said body part is being punctured by 1,000 miniature needles in quick succession?
Oh yeah,
I feel like my eyeballs when I'm staring directly at camera. It is actually quite distressing.
Well, are those jagged rascals taking the Inquisition again?
The arena,
heard of
wasn't
the
it?
Supreme Overlord
As well as
Kamala?
Tevect.
No, why would we have?
Good point.
Well, the Triumvirate, what we like to call them now, are going to meet up with a Supreme Overlord Vect, the spies of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I say city, more like a sector-sized underhive with no gravity.
Correction. My brother Lehman and the Grey Knight are not to meet this Vect. Only walking Vestroyan stereotype, Fyodor Karamazov, will.
Odd, if you ask me.
Fyodor Karamazov, the Inquisitor?
Or like backseat lantern, with emphasis on seat.
Why would this darn Eldar monarch reserve a meeting with a man wearing a potato sack when he has an actual honest-to-tearing Primarch there to deal with?
They are Eldar, Shield Captain. Naturally, they would assume the Unswolest of the lot would be the figurehead.
Do not underestimate the
The
Supreme Overlord, King
Unswolest of the
Thai-Hai.
lot.
He is definitely aware Fyodor is no more.
Wait, Kara Crazy Pants-Off is dead?
That makes me think of, was she a sister of battle? Like, she appeared in one episode where I think it was the Custodies here that ended up slipping into the warpway in front of the Black Library. Then she poked her head out and then she was like, I think she thought that they were Eldar, probably because of the pointy hats. And they were like, unusual for your race. You seem to follow the way of the Swole or something along those lines. That's what that made me think of. It was a good bit.
Not as much dead as overridden.
Who is riding him?
No,
The Emperor.
he is riding his throne.
Oh, that's how he controls the throne. Ah,
You just
that makes
realized it?
sense and is blandingly revolting.
Do you know what? Your loop battle brain could never grasp my explanation as anything more than a body double entendre, so there is barely a point in trying to describe to you my newfangled bond with the motor's body.
You are entirely correct in that assessment.
My brain?
The Chronicler is still here.
Sense him. The red one returns to the fold.
Magnus?
About damn time.
About to get spicy.
I summoned Prohibition Hammer.
Prohibition's only ever expanded.
Father?
Son.
Brother.
Brother?
Hot stuff.
What?
Oh my.
Proceed.
Father, I have returned,
With chicken wings.
and I bring news of both stellar and substandard nature. Where the fuck?
After having been away for so many years, I would not have expected anything less.
What? Years?
At least 2 years.
What? No, I've been gone for like a month tops.
Did you come here to deliver me lies or news, Magnus?
What? Well, news, of course. And the first piece of news is that my companion, your caretaker...
Kitten?
Yeah, just kidding.
The Captain General, yes! Fuck, of course, that's right. Thank you. You?
My.
Also, what is the brand of that fried chicken? Hamravan? I think is what that says. What is that a reference to?
Mind is no fortress. It is an open pasture ravaged by internecine conflict and chicken.
What?
Noise.
Duly noted. So, yes, indeed, the Captain General is, unfortunately, not returning anytime soon.
I am aware.
You are... aware?
Unsurprising.
Why? Why is that unsurprising?
He is on Mars now, is he not?
What? How do you...
He knows everything.
Magnus, you are more than aware that father does not answer questions.
Still dating, Robo.
Oh, that is actually unsurprising.
But I shall be honest with you, in part because I like your new wings. They complement your color palette.
Well,
Aw.
thank you. At least someone around here is capable
Lord
of feats such as
Adornable.
honesty.
You may not remember, but you almost destroyed the palace some time ago.
Oh, shit, really?
Exactly 2 years ago now.
You were very angry. You had to be deprived of your consciousness by the Captain General.
And we helped. I even flew with my femurs. Don't need those shitty wings.
Father refused to help calm you down, so all responsibility
Oh, that's so
lay
cursed
with
to
the
think
Captain
about.
General.
I was very busy doing Emperor things.
The worst part was that you nearly deconstructed several fabulous buttresses with your big head.
Oh, shit.
But the almost worst part was that while your anger management session was still ongoing, these three racketeers took advantage of the situation.
Oh, now, racketeers!
They kinda did, yeah.
Be my wingman for the sweet man.
They convinced the Captain General to resign from his role as caretaker in exchange for aid in tranquilizing you. In the end, they did not set up fortifications, define
There were
gravity
no
for no
fortifications.
reason, and were naked. They were really bad at helping.
Again, unsurprising. You three have always been unswerving in your goal to make your Captain General feel like Grok's manure. You remind me of my brothers, the asshole ones.
That's...
Holy shit, where did this word-ship pile of corpses come from? I suspect foul play. Why, I'm funny.
Please, my glorious overlord.
I'm over it.
You must understand that we only did this because we wanted our chance to bask in the sun that is your being. Kitten has spent centuries tending to you, while our existences have been reserved for shooting rats and pressing benches. We needed reinvigoration. We needed to live again. And we can only truly live by your side.
So dependent.
Please, my lord,
Such a clingy girlfriend. God.
I beg of you.
I do not.
Thank you.
In fact, I expected you to do this.
You did?
Oh, no.
I did. I also expected Magnus to pick up the broken remains of the Sun Cat after the fact.
God, it's this again.
What?
The sulfuric fumes this discussion is producing burns my brain.
Magnus, Shield Captain, have you ever played a game of regicide?
Obviously.
What the?
I'm not a nerd, sorry.
Imagine your lives as inert pieces on a regicide board. Now imagine Father playing a game of regicide in order to fulfill his own goals. I hope you can follow this comparison, but I understand if you do not, for it is very esoteric.
Well, baby's first metaphor.
I am not an infant. I am many years old.
So, you
Roger that. Thank you for letting me know.
Take the Captain General along on some space adventures then. Do I even need to tell you what we've been up to, or did you
Probably not.
imprint the ideas I've been having on my mind with some of your definitely not deity-like powers?
Tell me anyway. I might be surprised by your definitely not puppet-like autonomy.
As if I wasn't dangling by threads all along. Like a clown.
Did not mean
A
to ruffle your
clown?
feathers.
You
Kigarach?
are insufferably cocky.
So are you. But literally.
Ha, that is funny. Magnus
That
is the properties
is
of...
funny.
Quiet!
No.
No, yes! Fuck you, Dawn! I'm telling you about our journey now!
Tell us of the plans you have hatched.
Okay. I first planned on using my newfound companion to remove the corruption at the heart of the Imperium by slaughtering the High Lords. Much like the Grand Master of the Officio Assassinorum in the 32nd Millennium.
Assassinorum?
It was quite inspirational.
And you failed.
Yes!
I should have remembered,
obviously!
of course.
As it turned out, they were all
Such a
shape-shifting
simple
Xenos
name.
infiltrating the highest command in the Imperium.
How convenient.
Now, hold on for just a moment. Do you mean you saved the Imperium?
Well,
Yeah, they did.
technically, but not in the way we intended.
It's not the
After that,
intent,
we
but
went
the
to
result.
Nocturne, as I wanted to harness the power of one of Vulcan's most powerful doomsday machines, the Engine of Woes.
And you failed.
Yes, I did! I failed! Turns out Vulcan was alive!
Vulcan lives!
Vulcan has returned?
Yes! And so has
And he's out there
Corvus
hugging
Corax,
somebody.
because he had apparently made a nest inside the Engine of Woes, like some shaggy plate-clad pelican!
Corvus too?
You sure you want to go compare people to birds right now?
Yes! And now
Oh.
Corvus...
Good point. the one guy in the room with bird wings.
hates me because he saw me as I accidentally
Killed Vulcan.
Vulcan with the Engine of Woes because Vulcan was breaking my spine.
1. Corvus already hated you. 2.
True.
You do not have a spine.
Fuck you, Lehman!
You sound like a screaming rat. Tell us more instead.
Okay, wait. There must be some sort of lore that I forgot about here. Did Lehman break his spine? Because from what I recall, they're rivals, right? Let's see here. Fall of Prospero. In the final epic clash between brother Primarchs, Lehman Russ breaks Magnus's back across his knee. And there you go. And so the joke.
Fine, I will. Vulcan and Korax are on their way here now. Vulcan regenerated, obviously.
This is fortunate. The last report regarding Vulcan's fate I have ever received was during the War of the Beast. He fought the most substantially sized orcs who have ever faced the Imperium.
The biggest one.
The eponymous. The Beast.
Strange name for an orc. Usually, when orcs actually have names, the names are only there to highlight their identity as the utter apex of their rickety garbage fraternity. Like, for instance, Big Boss Golo Charisita.
Or War Boss Thigh Master.
Or Book-Bred Wolf Smasher.
Or Bad Stitch Red Thirster.
Or Gash Smash Weed Stasher Banana Slam Mam Tabram.
Or Big Green.
Hell yeah. The green. No.
No, I swear that one is completely real. I was reading a book called Death World about the Catachan jungle fighters. Check page 19 of that book. It is right there, I promise.
You cannot treat. You keep forgetting this.
My glorious overlord, I am determined to learn.
I prefer the Beast as a name, for the Beast was just that.
A beast.
Please do inform me more thoroughly of Vulcan's reappearance in the 32nd millennium.
I will do this.
Oh, do we actually get to see it?
Vulcan
Hold up a minute.
During
Yeah,
that
he did.
time, an apocalyptic orc war made an effort to fight every single life form in the galaxy. And
That's just what they do?
Succeeded. Unfortunately for the orcs, this also meant attacking the world of Caldera, a planet which Vulcan had insisted upon defending with his life.
Caldera? That rings familiar. Was it not a world that Vulcan, named after he, Ferris, and Mortarion, last of which had previously fallen in the stairs, had conquered together as part of the 154th Expeditionary Fleet?
Yes, but first he lit it on fire.
What?
Oh, shit.
Of course he
That's
did.
not shooting the horse straight out of the box or anything.
The human tribes upon the planet had come to worship Elder Exodites as their saviors, a wretched behavior even he could not allow.
Oh my
Thusly,
god.
Vulcan had the planet turned into a Promethean sun.
Title drop!
Who is this Norman and why did you let him in?
After setting the planet on fire, killing all its inhabitants,
Yikes.
Vulcan swore to protect the world with the same ferocity as he would his own homeworld.
Oh, of course. By fire. They are humans, but they've associated with the filthy Xeno scum. The Elder Exodites riding around with their dinosaurs was cool though, man. But yeah, once again, just like showcasing the stark contrast. If you're loyal to the Imperium, then the Salamanders got your back. If you associate with the Xenos or Chaos or basically anything that isn't the Imperium, well, you're all gonna get burned.
Preserving a world of charred corpses entirely out of guilt is a very Vulcan thing to do.
When the orcs attacked it 1,500 years later, Vulcan returned to the planet to uphold his vow. And as Vulcan was slain, the orcs invading Caldera, the Inquisition found out about his re-emergence.
Did they confuse him for a massive demon and virus bomb the planet?
No. They attempted to force him into leading the Imperium.
It is always one or the other.
After the orc threat was abolished on Caldera, Vulcan joined the Imperium's forces led by an Imperial Fist, one of my sons.
Gotcha.
Going by the wall name of Slaughter.
Amazing name. It's all
Right?
action hero he was. I am Slaughter, greatest hero of them all.
This is true, but we are speaking of Vulcan now.
This is true.
Recognizing the great beast as the war boss of
He's
this
a really
entire
big boss.
operation, Vulcan decided to mount an assault upon its headquarters, a massive temple war machine stationed upon the planet of Ulanor.
Oh wow, Ulanor, huh? Seems like the orc spores weren't properly disposed of. Really proves that the orc genome can make it through anything. Even
They were designed
toxic
that way,
emissions from
yeah.
absolutely fucking atrocious family reunions. And not even Vulcan could quite regenerate from those.
I suppose the great beast was a sort of descendant of that one war boss that Horus threw from a tower. Remember that?
Oh,
Truly an inspiring moment.
really?
Stop distracting.
Was this before the Horus Heresy? I didn't realize there was this connection, but Well, I mean, all I know about Horus is the entirety of the Horus heresy, but obviously he did things before that as well.
And I shall conclude the tale of Vulcan's fate.
Please do, you fetid white-haired little goblin.
Vulcan faced the beast alone, but even with Vulcan's unquestionably extensive muscles, he was unable to kill it. They were too evenly
Muscles
matched.
did not win.
Ultimately, Vulcan made a desperate attempt to rid the galaxy of this green menace. He sacrificed himself by tackling the beast into the temple machine's power generators. Shattering the war machine in its entirety and saving the Imperium from one substantially sized issue.
So that's why.
Then it came back.
Yeah,
and there were 5 others.
This works.
The war of the
my
beast
god.
was weird.
Wow, yes, this does make an uncomfortable amount of sense.
Yeah, we now know why exactly. He sometimes gets a different personality and starts speaking like an orc. Bro combined. They did a fusion dance in that generator.
The power generators of orc war machines tend to run on pure war powers.
War power, what a name.
This could mean that Vulcan bathed his being utterly in the collective psyches of billions of orcs.
Pretty much.
Evidently, upon his recent return, the results have been, well, when I last met Vulcan, I could not help but notice that he wasn't quite
like he used to be, yeah.
I mean, of course, none of us are the same.
I am still me.
But he's a special case.
My daily 5-minute mirror gazing reinforces this.
What do you mean,
What?
Magnus?
I don't mean to worry you.
Saying that amplifies my worry.
Remember how soul fusion is a thing that can occur?
Yes.
Sounds gross.
Of course I
Soul
remember.
fusion.
See, I...
Wait, that's an actual in-lore thing? Is there any character that we know of that has undergone this? Soul fusion? Oh my god, voice crack. Would you call the Emperor a kind of soul fusion? Because of all the shamans that sacrifice themselves in order to make the Emperor?
I think part of the orc gestalt consciousness might have fused with Vulcan's mind.
Part of it, yeah.
He has these little fits, you see.
So my son is now half orc.
Pretty much.
Yes?
That was like, to put it simply.
Fantastic. One boy is half demon and one half orc. What an absolutely horrid way to get an extended family.
By my graciousness, not the foreskin. Our brothers-in-law are orcs.
Vomit emoji.
What? Primarchs are our brothers?
Stepbrothers, maybe?
The whole concept of family is losing its appeal by the second.
Hey, Magnus, you ever heard of
I mean, we're all brothers here. Oh god.
Oh no.
This
Say,
guy.
Magnus,
Thank goodness.
hypothetically,
Peace
if you
and
and
quiet.
Vulcan were to fuse, would I get one whole son and one absolute abomination?
No,
Probably.
I think we'd become 1/4 calculated, 1/4 cuddly, and 2/4 bane of all spines.
My spine has shattered upon the very concept.
Magnus, you must tell us of Corvus now.
I have not much to tell, in all honesty. He has a really
He's
depressing
super
beard,
emo.
and I'm fairly certain he's been stuck inside the Engine of Woes for centuries. He'd probably pass the time writing heavy-handed poetry about birds.
The darkness.
Super death birds.
This
Yes.
sounds accurate.
Yes, it does.
Despite the fancy nuclear
I guess he was always like
will
that.
no doubt shower me in, it is genuinely good to hear of their return. I expect them home by next month. So, in 5 years real time.
I'm
Pretty
planning
much.
on getting him a chronometer for his birthday.
He has a birthday?
Now there is only one question left to be answered. Remember how we spoke about your talent for finding failure earlier?
I unfortunately remember.
Follow-up question to that would be, exactly what kind of mission have you set the flaxen cylinder up to horribly fail at?
Oh. Well,
would you like to take a break?
Yes!
Good. We will reconvene in 84 years.
Why?
Hey, I know we're kind of past it now, but should we have mentioned how the beast held Terra at gunpoint with a weaponized moon?
No. No.
the weaponized moon in question, I think, was a space Hulk, right? And obviously they could pilot it around because orcs and their Wa power and whatnot.
No.
We have sandwiches. That is disgusting. Scones are sandwiches.
No, they are cakes.
No, you don't put buttermilk on cakes.
You are
The
supposed
editing is
to
killing
put
me.
clotted cream and jam on top.
Scones are not cakes. Cakes are supposed to be sweet.
Force Commander, scones are sweet.
No, you do not use sugar to bake scones.
Gah! You dare?
Scones are
You
sandwich bread.
dare?
Scones are not fucking bread.
Yes, they are made of bread.
You dare?
You must put a stop to these giant tales to see what the true and faithful are made of.
You will stop. One way or the other.
Oh god. Oh! Yikes.